At 6, a new survey shows an increasing number of Hawaii residents feel the state is moving in the wrong direction. That's in a recent poll by the Pacific Resource Partnership, which surveyed nearly 900 residents. As Mark Carpenter explains, two key longtime issues are driving the negative sentiments.
The Pacific Resource Partnership launched its first Hawaii Perspectives report back in 2019, with 45% of respondents saying the state is on the wrong track. 5 years later, more than half of those surveyed share that feeling.
It's really frightening, at least for me personally anyway, having a young family and knowing that, my daughter growing up will face very similar issues that we see captured in the research. And so for our organization, for myself, it's really trying to work with other partners in the community to really find positive solutions.
The major issues driving that negative feeling are familiar ones, with 75% of respondents citing affordable housing, cost of living, and homelessness as their key concerns. Anthology Marketing Group oversaw the project's methodology, surveying 897 residents varying in age, ethnicity, and background from across the state.
We saw a really positive response rate to this survey. Residents were very interested in talking to us about these topics. People feel passionately about the issues that they're facing.
83% of respondents said they feel Hawaii's affordable housing availability has gotten worse, and over half said they'd be in favor of the government suspending permitting laws to increase inventory. H&N political analyst Colin Moore says that could be useful for lawmakers.
If I were the governor, I would be very pleased to see those findings because it really does seem to accord pretty well with what he's trying to do with the Build Beyond Barriers working group to remove some bureaucratic barriers, take a look at some of the regulatory restrictions on housing. And it seems from this poll that message has resonated with the public pretty strongly.
Also intriguing, the survey's insights on tourism. 65% say they'd be in favor of allowing more visitors to the islands to increase job opportunities.
So I do think this demonstrates perhaps a little bit of a shifting sentiment around tourism. I mean, we'd have to see more results to really be able to talk about a trend, but that is something that stuck out to me as well.
Ultimately, as affordable housing and high living costs linger, the poll shows Hawaii residents may be less willing to tough it out. 44% of those surveyed have seriously thought about moving away.
Being born and raised here, having family and friends here, having their home here, their life here. And so at some point, that scale of reality outweighs the really strong anchor point that people have in this community.
In part 2 of this story, we'll hear from the survey's respondents themselves, who've taken different approaches to Hawaii's cost of living. That includes a family that's keeping its roots in Waimanalo and a young couple that moved out of state in pursuit of better job opportunities. Mark Carpenter, Hawaii News Now.